It's the K-Melody MTG Memory Show.
According to 17 lands, you should just be drafting like Voice of Victory or Showdown out of this pack, just like a very medium Boros card for the highest win rate. Just forcing. I don't really draft like that though. If all I did was force Boros every draft, I'd lose my goddamn mind. Is what I would do. I'm gonna take Mystical Tutor here. We're gonna look to play. We're gonna look for like really cool cards to tutor up, stuff like Channel, fucking Tinker, Flash, that sort of thing. Could be Wheel of Fortune. Doomsday, not in the Arena Cube. Doomsday. Parallax Wave has won you a lot of Cube games. Parallax Wave has been one of the most underrated cards in all of Cube history. I've been saying how it's like one of the more important cards in the Arena Cube for a while. You always want it, every single white aggro deck. It's very often the only card that can like flip a losing game. I think I'm just going to grab Wasteland here. I think the luck team kills. Snatch Order is technically something you could Mystical Tutor for. I don't know how excited I am about that. I kind of want to take a Ulamog and just assume we'll get a channel. It'll happen. Just trust. Just trust, chat. Oh. All right, now we got a stew. We got a stew cooking. With Atali, Flash has become a sweet pickup. No Through the Breach is a real bummer. Oh, I don't care about that much at all. I always thought Through the Breach was like kind of a dog shit card and hard to resolve. And Sneak Attack justifies its high mana cost because you can like split it up over a couple of turns and then you get multiple activations. So like a lot of times Sneak Attack activations will chain you into another Sneak Attack activation, right? Like you sneak out a Grizzlebrand or whatever. And in Vintage Cube, a single Grizzlebrand coming in and attacking or whatever is very often not going to be enough to win the game, which is what Through the Breach is. I would like rather have Show and Tell in my deck than Through the Breach. For context. I'm going to grab this Fiery Islet. Yeah. You think it makes Sneak and Show less draftable? I'm not sure that's true. You might have less idiots like seeing a late Through the Breach and being like, oh, it's open. This is the lane for me. Oh, man. I really want to grab this Icetill. Maybe I'll do that. We got a Wasteland here. Could play her well. If I wasn't taking Icetill, I'd be on that Lotus Petal. Train. Woodfall Primus is another good flash card. Teferi's the best card here. Faithless Looting plays pretty well with Icetill. Might just take Jace. Wow, Helix and Kytheon wheeling. Hey, thanks, Fonda. Yeah, we got to start off with a trophy with like kind of a cool Golos sort of deck. So that was cool. I wonder if Loot's where it's at. Loot's good. Reclaimer can help us find Wasteland every game. The Carnosaur is kind of sick for the Atali chain. Atali into Carnosaur into whatever. Think about Yavimaya, Questing Druid, and Crop Rotation. I'm going to take Crop Rotation. We have the Reclaimer. Could end up doing like Dark Depth stuff. Maybe I'm show and telling, huh? Yeah, Jinsaku. 17 lands is all of the top cards are Boros. It has Karakas in there, but remember that Karakas should go in like all of your decks, not just your Boros decks. Some like 25% of the creatures in this cube are legendary. So Karakas is pretty insane. I'm gonna grab this Wrenn and 6. The Scalding Tarn would be real pleasant. But I don't think I'm gonna get to wheel the Wrenn and 6. Maybe I will. I'll take the damn fetch. Little trop action. I wonder if that Omnath is interesting wheel potential. I like a Fable, but I'm going to take the Wooded Foothills. Also, if you sort by highest win rate in opening hand, and then compare that to the list highest win rate after you've like started drawing cards, so later in the game, it's just like all the early game Boros cards versus all the late game Boros cards. that's like the main change that happens. Mana drain moves way up. A couple of those do. But you're mostly just like flipping the Boros early game for the Boros late game. I almost like that Urza. Urza spinning's almost interesting here, huh? Looking at Chain Lightning, thinking about Talisman. Maybe I want Zuran Orb, huh? I've heard that Zuran Orb is very obnoxious on Arena. Like, you go to sack a land, and it's like, are you sure you really want to? It's like, yeah, bitch, that's why I'm fucking playing Zuran Orb. What do you mean? Is that what I really want to do? Think about this exploration. Steam Vents is interesting. I guess. Wrenn and 6 to not wheel. I wasn't expecting it to, but it would have been nice. I think I like Preordain here. There's a setting you can turn off that should stop that. It's called gameplay warnings. Oh, really? Yeah, that might be sick. I mean, if it, like, literally just when I'm playing Zuran Orb decks, if it makes it more pleasant. Hey, sup, Senior Jerry. Hilarious when Oko targeting your own things was a warning. yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to do that, Arena. Would you like to make some 3/3s and murder your opponent's face? Yeah, I'll probably do that. Thanks for the warning, though. I was surprised the Endstone had such a low win rate, even in comparison to like the other junky show and tell Tinker cards. Maybe I haven't played with it enough. I've only seen it in play like 3 or 4 times, and it's pretty impressive all those times. Putting yourself to 10 is a real cost? Sort of. It also puts yourself up to 10 every turn. So, like, the opponent has to deal you 10 in one turn, right? It's not like they can 5 you and 5 you. Like, they have to deal you 10. Functionally, it's very similar to keeping your life total the same. Guess I'm grabbing Courser. Really hoping for that Fastbond card up in this. The problem with Endstone is decking. Yeah, you probably want to... Hello. You probably want to have, like, some way of getting rid of your Endstone, for sure. That'd be interesting to know, like, how many of Endstone's losses are from self-decking. I'd be curious in that data. There's a stage here if we see Dark Depths going around. But if not, it'd be cool to see the 6-wheel. So Sprawl and Brainstorm and Taiga are all very tempting. But I think I'm just taking that Karakas, huh? Nice tutor target, too, with the crop rotation and the Reclaimer. Some awesome picks in this pack so far. Yeah, right? The biggest card we're missing here is actually Strip Mine. But there's a lot of green cards that would help fill out our strategy currently. Oh, this is nice. Mox Diamond or Crucible. Got some options there. Both play really well with what we're doing. Even the Guy's Cradle would be reasonable. Let's take this Mox Diamond, maybe. Interesting. Thinking about Vryn, thinking about Counterspell. Oh, there's a breeding pool there, too. Nice thing about Nissa is it could just ramp me into this top end. I probably should have considered Nissa harder. Thinking for a sec. It's a pretty good sneak attack. I might have liked the Blood Crypt if I'd grabbed the Verdant earlier. I don't think I want any of these. Well, stage came back, nice. And the 6. Having Dark Depths and Thespian stage is just going to make the crop rotation and the Reclaimer so much better, though. I don't think I'm playing this Pilgrim. I might not play Omnath just because our access to white mana is kind of sketch. Like, we have a Talisman and a Karakas. I don't really want to throw in like basic planes for it. I guess there's Mox Diamond too. And now Utopia Sprawl. Yeah, maybe Omnath's fine. Or do I want Brainstorm here? Brainstorm's pretty good. We have a bunch of fetches. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Rare, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 4 months there. 4 revolutions of the moon. And Seastone Debate, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing that Prime, the 105 months. So it's not a very good Mystical Tutor. Our only ways of cheating things into play is show and tell. And there's going to be some matchups where we don't really want to play show and tell. I think I'd rather play an extra land. Someone scooped the green Crucible creature and actual Crucible of Worlds. It's kind of interesting that somebody would want both of them. Maybe they got the Strip Mine. Because they don't have Exploration or Fastbond, so they're going to be very slow in their deck. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Dirk Obsidian, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing that Prime. I think I'm going to leave Ulamog in and cut Woodfall Primus. And Ulamog will be my answer to the Endstone. So that I don't deck out. Be able to cast it, exile the Endstone, and one of my opponent's things. Hey, Xeon X, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime there. Was it because they saw Ren and 6? I doubt it. Ren and 6 and 2 Crucible effects is kind of a lot, even if you do have Strip Mine. They don't have, like, there's only one real land tutor that we're missing, too. So they're just not going to have the Strip Mine that consistently when we have Reclaimer and Crop Rotation. Now, they could have ended up in multiple decks, is one explanation for it. And they could have just not had anything else that was semi-interesting in the pack. And so they grabbed it just like hoping they would see Fastbond later. But they were doomed, I tell ye. I think I'm going to cut Omnath and then not have to worry about white mana. It does seem very good in this deck, though, huh? With the Exploration and Fastbond and all that stuff. Hey, Too Tall Jones, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime. Arena's counting depths as a land. Sure. We'll get there in a sec. I want to play extra lands anyway. So we play the Plains and the Karakas. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources. Yeah, that's annoying, right? That's annoying. I'm gonna cut the Omnath. And the Talisman taps for green. Getting that Taiga we saw would have been real nice. Hey, Snow Yeti, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Twitch Prime. Nice little sub streak there. Yeah, we are planning on playing an extra land right now. We're figuring out what color it should be and all that. It's either going to be an island or a forest. Could do one of each and cut one of these mountains. Hey, Gladiatorian, thanks for the sub, the 2 months there. And Bands with Legends says, we streaking some subs. You better believe it, Bands with Legends. Thanks for the 92-month streak. Oh, Endstone's a funny non-bow with Zuran Orb, huh? Gain infinite life, go to 10. Oh, we have Tear Asunder that can get rid of it. I think I like Tear Asunder over Liberator. Sometimes the exile clause matters, sometimes the instant speed matters. Every once in a while you have like a Mox Diamond or a Relic to like actually answer a creature. Alright, I'm gonna jam this. I think it wins more games than like, say, Leopold, for example. The color combination, and being a 5-drop. Like, I'm pretty sure 17 lands counts a card towards win rate, even if it doesn't get played, right? Like, if it just rots in your hand and you die, then that's like a negative. I almost want to keep both these red sources for a Tali, but we'll probably find something else. Yeah, I agree, tacos. Any absolute stinkers in this cube? Oh, plenty. I think Field of the Dead is likely the worst card in the cube, even though there's a few cards with lower win rates. They put Black Lotus in the pool, but no support for it. Oh, that's not true. Yeah, Luris is in here. I think that's that stupid 4-mana 2/4 flyer. Should have actually led on the Wasteland. Like right now they can respond, say in Path Mayhem. And then I don't get a chance to rebuy it for value. Whereas if I lead on Wasteland, then play it out, I can just get the Wasteland bank. Make sure I get my extra land drop in there. Can activate that Dark Depths. You want Gobind and Fleam to be good? Yeah, it's mostly just a looter. Has not been super impressive the few times I've seen it actually played. I'd liked the Cascade for a Tali, I would have slammed it, of course. But a Relic that I don't even want to play, because then they draw a card, didn't seem amazing. It's pretty nice to not have to worry about orcs all the fucking time. Could sack this and draw a Fastbond. Yeah, hold on. So we sank this. Fuck you, Rope. And we could have the Dark Depths up, but I think I like this. And the nice thing about this board is they can't really answer the Atali permanently, right? We have the Karakas to save it if they point a removal spell at it. Oh, just hitting 2 lands, of course. Oh no, with the Yawgmoth, they can sacrifice 2, maybe 3 creatures. Oh wait, no, we blew up a land. They don't have a second black source. We're good, we're fine, we're safe. Is Illisk Conscripts in the cube? Nope. That is a fair concession. I don't think I keep. I want to, because we have Mox Diamond, but we're just like too slow otherwise. Needed like a talisman or something. Okay, alright. I think I'm bidding Zuran Orb again. I hope Show and Tell's not bad against them, because I really want to Show and Tell the Endstone in. Sure thing, boss. Is Moto or Arena a cheaper place to play? I would say Moto, Hellman. If you go 2-1 on Magic Online, you'll get to draft again. And if you do that on Arena, you've like lost half your entry fee, assuming you're playing best of 3, right? Moto has been the cheaper option for drafting for a long time, Zuzu. Even in regular draft formats. People remember Magic Online being a very expensive place to draft back in the day because they remember everybody drafting on Magic Online, which depressed pack prices. But when Arena took a lot of drafters away, now like card prices have shot up on Magic Online, and even if you're drafting the current set, you've drafted a lot on Arena for $0. How many drafts can you get on Moto for $0? It depends on your win rate. But I've been drafting on Magic Online for negative money. It has made me money. Good luck taking money out of Arena. Yeah, nobody's telling any of y'all to not play Arena. I'm literally playing Arena in front of you. Obviously, I like the client just fine. Someone asked the question of what was cheaper to draft on. I answered it. And it's not just me saying that. Saffron Olive has done like several articles about it that are pretty easy to look up. There's been several limited formats over the years on Arena, or I'm sorry, on Magic Online after the split that have actually been positive EV with a 50% win rate. As in, if you drafted and had a 50% win rate, you would be making money over the long haul. That's fucking ridiculous. Hey, Marioc, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing the Prime there. Oh, you thought Endstone would make you lose half your life every time? No. Should we just make a fucking 2020? So I don't want to go too low in my library, but I don't mind playing down a little bit. We do have an Ulamog that can exile our own Endstone at a certain point here. They're done? You don't want to play anymore? All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Dream. So not really Crucible, but we can recurb it. You haven't seen a Mirage token? I mean, that was a game where we were likely to sacrifice it. We were likely to, like, if the opponent hadn't scooped, we would have, like, forced the issue with the Mirage token. We're just going to tutor up Thespian stage here and wish we had a Surveil land to set up the third land for Relic. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to Brainstorm, huh? Could have just Brainstormed, played Fastbond, upkeep, activate Reclaimer. Well, I guess I'm just fetching a basic island. Sure. What are we doing with that Oko? You got it. I think we're going to go Urza into Talisman next turn. Then I assume Oko is going to answer the Urza. Oh, chat's mad because I didn't sack in response to their Wasteland. Sure. Yeah, my head Zuran Orb's like a fucking emergency thing or an engine, right? To combine with like balance or infinite land recursion. So I very often miss the Wasteland on my lands because I'm just like not thinking about it at the time. Very easy to miss. It was weird that they didn't run out Nadu here because that could actually block the Reclaimer. Maybe they're planning something where they need the birds, huh? Kind of what I was expecting the Oko to do. The animation for Uro is so fucking ridiculous. Me trying to get the last Pringle, just fucking... The kicker should maybe be saved for the Uro, huh? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it now. Not too scary too, right? Making sure the Uro finally dies. Imagine a mana leak, right? I've had that happen before. My opponent Fiery Confluenced my board, and I drew like 7 cards off of Nadu, and it drew me into not only the counterspell, but the mana to play the counterspell. It was the most fucked up shit I've ever seen. And the counterspell was Remand, and they had just like paid all their life for the Fiery Confluence. Just the sickest. You remember when Oko was in Standard? Oh yeah, I remember that too. Channel? Fucking uh-oh. What are we doing with that channel? Do I mean Fire Covenant? No, I mean the fucking wrong word that I said. The one that doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, get that Wasteland back. Alright, I'll remember the goddamn Zuran Orb this time. Look at this, 2 life. I almost think they should have Wastelanded themselves. Get an extra 5/3. They paid more life than they needed to. They wanted to make sure they had mana drain mana up at the end of it in case they drew mana drain off the Uro. Obviously. Every time I play a land, I don't draw a card. I'm kind of disappointed. That was so much fun. Karakas would be a nice get against this Uro, huh? "17 Lands does have some cube data available. Stuff's still like shifting around a little bit, but it's a lot better than it was a few days ago. Fuck! How am I gonna go fast without my Courser? I'll put a charge counter on this so I don't forget. Icetill's a nice get for them because now every land is self-milling and they have this Uro here. Oh, an Ulamog mirror. Nice. I guess they're just trying to get stuff in the graveyard for Uro, or for the Uro. We've got an interesting decision to make with this this Jace, because we could just flashback Tear Asunder and exile the Icetill Explorer, and then I get to clear the Jace and start pecking at me. But I mean, it really is just pecking. Like, we have Zuran Orb here, right? We're not too worried about life. The other thing we could do is flashback Preordain, because we have this show and tell in hand, and just try to fucking hit. Like, can we just hit for one of our once in our lives? Can we just hit? Let's try and hit. Oh, come on. Basically Ancestral Recall. I'm not going to play this crop rotation because we've been 2 cards that we don't want. I don't want to shuffle those back into the deck. And if I draw into either Depths or the other one, I want to be able to make the 20/20, right? New plan! Gotta be very careful with this Endstone. Gotta be super fucking careful now. If 17 lands puts Endstone at an F, the issue is not Endstone, the issue is 17 lands. Oh my god, that's when I was gonna tutor up. Alright, Thespian stage it is. So this is one of my answers to my own Endstone, but I think it's going to be okay. Can still answer it with Karakas and Little Mog, yeah, but they only have 14 cards in their library, so I think we just literally untap, attack them, and that'll be GG. But the Karakas makes me feel safe. Got me. Some point, but I have been enjoying this so far. When do you wear your sunglasses? So you can what? Ooh, that's a good reason. If I don't want to draw this Reclaimer, I can Crop Rot, but I think I'm fine drawing the Reclaimer. I think that's a good card for me to draw. Does that count for or against Endstone since it was in the losing deck? It's whoever draws it. We drew it. I didn't see it in the losing deck. I saw Ulamog in their deck. Ooh. How's the Arena Cube felt in general? Very similar. If I'd played this Tarn, I could actually grow the Reclaimer right now out of the shock range. I kind of want to draw the Endstone anyway, though. Not the end of the world. Yeah, is there tear off the Atali? Yeah. Eh? Nothing. Well, that's terrifying, huh? Untapping the Grim Monolith there. Hello. How do I feel about you, Icetill? Hey. Boo. Loot 0% win rate never resolves. That is not what I wanted to see with an Endstone in play. Can I get that loot back, please? Note that the Fiery Islet can draw a card on the opponent's turn. Notice it lets you draw one card per turn. I guess I might as well run this out. I suppose I should Wasteland them, hum. No, my Ulamog, I needed that! I needed that to live! Well, this does shuffle the Ulamog back into my deck. One card, please. Ooh, a Wooded Foothills. Bye, Icetill. So we've already drawn our one card for the turn, so we can't crack this Fire Islet. I mean, we could crack it, but we wouldn't do anything. I will say, now that we've been Narset Twisted, I think we are not favored. If anyone was curious about where the advantage bar was. Oh. That's 10, right? Yeah. Gotta decide if I'm gonna hit the Glory Bringer or definitely in Narset, right? How many cards are at 24 now? Oh yeah, because they reshuffled us. Yeah, Glory Bringer versus a Mountain is kind of tough. I think I'm gonna hit a Mountain actually. Let him have a Glory Bringer. I don't think I care about that right now. Oh, and we get to draw a card. That feels fucking sweet, huh? That's fucking sweet. Remember when they played the Twister? I was like, well, at least the Ulamog shuffles back in. Like, there's a silver lining. Let's go. $20 cards in your library. You gonna bounce my Ulamog? Oh, you can put a 1/1 counter someplace. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Whee! Also, I'm gonna wasteland you. I'm just playing tight over here. Just playing tight. It's strategically correct to exile 2 more lands. Are we 4-0? We appear to be 4-0. I'll play the Wasteland. Watch them fetch out a basic. I'm cool with that. Then we can just spend our next turn thirsting. Like the thirsty MFs we are. MF, of course, standing for Mother Frienders. Moms need friends, too. You spend every turn being thirsty. Just turns. You love these Mother Frienders? Me too. Me as well. What a positive term. They just fucking booster tutored up a Time Walk. This is some real horse shit. Maybe I should have gone for a 2020 here. Didn't feel right, you know? Yeah, I think I should have actually just gone 2020 your turn. Or, I mean, at the end of their turn, maybe. And if I didn't like it, I could have just still thirsted on their end of turn. I would have had options, right? Blue's got a lot of ways to answer at 2020, though. I think it should maybe be, like, the last thing that I do. Like, I just spend some turns in here, like, digging around, getting value, that sort of deal. Greaves, huh? I feel like some combination of Time Walk and Lightning Greaves is gonna fuck me here. Regretting not making a 2020. Entomb. For Grizzlebrand, sure. Okay. So if I held up crop rotation for the Dark Depths token, I could have also gotten Karakas to bounce Grizzlebrand. Assuming crop rot resolved, of course. Currently, I'm kind of hoping I just hit the land for Endstone. That could be sweet. I think if I want to crop rotation, kind of dig it, kind of hate it. The issue is I don't know if I should be grabbing Dark Depths or Karakas here. God, I'm going to deck so fucking fast, aren't I? Between the Endstone and Icetill. Karakas is dead. So Karakas is not good versus the Shroud, but it would prevent them from putting the Greaves on something else. Oh, I'm just dead here. Getting Karakas would have prevented this win, though. Well, no, I wouldn't have. The Frog can deal 10 damage by itself. Frog's pretty fucked up. Oh, no, I didn't. It didn't depend on that at all. Is the Frog the best creature ever printed? It might be the best 2-drop ever printed. 17 lands has it below a Johnny. But a Johnny's like also in a better color pair for the cube. Not a ton of 2-mana critters banned in Legacy. It's like Hermit Druid and Frog and Goblin Recruiter. Yeah, maybe if they were going to make a legendary creature, you don't know that, Mark. Greaves is more often put on Blightsteel Colossus, which doesn't interact with Karakas. But I don't think I should have done it that turn. I think I should have done the turn previous. Making it 2020 is better the earlier you do it, essentially. Unless it's the last thing you do, like after you've run the opponent out of things. Kind of need some blue mana here. We're on 7 right now. I want to run out the Talisman, but I think I'm better off just chilling a turn. I love this track, by the way. It's like the most fucking epic shit I've ever heard in my life. By 2 Steps from Helm. Never give up on your dreams. Oh, I never will. No Blightsteel in this cube. What? You're not making any sense. You could actually make the Sanctum come to play untapped if you really wanted to. It involves self-wasting. I think we're just going to end up being a little too slow versus this Ocelot Pride Goblin Bombardment shenanigans. Yeah, you're right. There's no fucking Blightsteel in here. How did I not notice that? It's fucking weird. Well, I feel a little silly for playing around it. And the Ocelot Pride is going to make 2 critters here. Whether we answer the Kytheon or not. Too bad we didn't get a Volcon. That'd be the perfect grab. I mean, I guess there's a Fiery Islet. Gross. Feeling kind of not alive at this particular moment in time. Which is unfortunate because we're so close to Ulamog. Let's see if this can find me a red source for my loot. Yeah, Endstone doesn't seem amazing because they'll literally have 10 pings from bombardment on their turn. I mean, they would only need 5, right? I don't think this loot's amazing either. I think I'm just fucked. That's what I think. Yeah, and I'm just dead. I'm just dead here. They attack, block something, whatever hits me. They like sack the rest. Doesn't matter. Get Modern Horizons. Yeah, they resolved that 1/1 drop, and I just did not have a thing for it, huh? I guess. Yeah, ideally we'd have like Exploration or Fastbond here. But we do have some nice selection. Maybe we can find one of those things. You think Toxic Deluge is so good in this cube? So Toxic Deluge is good against the white cards. It's not very good against the red cards, which have haste and do a bunch of damage, and it's pretty fucking miserable. I kind of wish we had another sweeper in black. Like Damnation, I think, would have been a good one to add. Could flip Jace if I wanted. Yeah, I would have had to burn the crop rotation, which doesn't sound great. Nothing wrong with getting 2 loots in. I think that's totally valid, Commando Zacco. I also think it's weird that they jumped up the price for this cube. So we could Tarn and get rid of both lands, but I think I want to make sure I get this... Well, oh no, go with Italy here. I want some red mana. And I'd like to untap with this Icetill so I can get that Karakas back and threaten rebuying Italy, but if I don't get it back, if I don't get the turn with it, at least I have the mana to play the Italy, right? A very effective Icetill. Icetill's so fucking good. I think the only reason it has the win rate that it does on 17 lands is because it's like such a dirtle card. And the cube doesn't really reward that these days, but it's like so good at what it does. Well done, Jahikoi. My Karakas! I can make them draw the talisman with the Memory Lapse. Not the best Atali hit I've ever seen in my life. Ooh, love that Grantix. That's the good shit right there. That's the good shit. That Atali did what 7-drops did like 20 years ago. Oh, just make a single talisman. Wow, I was not expecting a Warped Pinnacle Emissary. How many 1/1s are we going to get out of this? 2 max? I've not been thrilled with Pinnacle Emissary in Cube, for the record. The thing is, I feel like you need to be supporting like actual affinity in your Cube before Pinnacle Emissary becomes reasonable. The reason it's so good in Modern is because cards like Thoughtcast and the, whatever the 2/2's called, that also Thoughtcasts. You're like turning those cards on and making Turtle really good and stuff. I would only play it in this cube if I had Turtle and a bunch of 0s and 1s. I would like build towards it and it would still only be medium, you know? Was I supposed to flip this? I think I was just supposed to flip this. Didn't have the mana, did it not? It's 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 8, only 8. Yeah, you're right. I just kind of always assume I've got a Tali flip mana. It's a weakness of mine. Academy Emissary is quite the combination. Sort of. You're still like, you're almost always making like 1 or 2 tokens. You could just play a fucking artifact. I don't think it's nearly as exciting as like Retrofitter Academy. Or is it Saga Academy, or even Saheeli. Like, I think Saheeli is better than this card in your Academy deck, and I am down on Saheeli. It's kind of the same card when you play it at 3 mana, but this one's more boltable. They're just scooping in the Mog. I'm pretty sure I was just going to hit the 6-drop. Just exile the cat and the 6 mana card. I probably should have attacked and like drawn the 3 first and then fucking... I'm not sure why I'm on the Dookie tangent. Ooh, a library. So this hand's slow as shit. You're just kind of hoping that the opponent's like a little slow. And you can get some sweet library draws in. We're hoping to not see Ocelot of Pride. Is basically the bit here. Wasteland? Okay. Yeah, you're gonna waste my sweet library. I don't get to draw any cards. Fucking bitch-ass library. Oh, and you've got a Mox? Yeah, no, I better run that out. I might have been worried that my opponent didn't have a Mox. Just scoop. Just fucking be done. There's breeding in them pools. Yeah, I like running my Moxen out against discard decks. I don't like running it out against like green decks. They didn't know though that all they'd seen was a library. Bless me? Hell yeah, bless me. Bless these. Where do we go from here? Sometimes there's like one or two tracks from a band that like really land for me, and then I don't like the rest of the discography. And I think this track is fitting of that, from the Alan Parsons Project. Endurance, eh? Sure. My lands! Was really hoping I could hit a land so I could activate the loot this turn, whether that's a bolt or a draw or what have you. I guess I can just Karakas bounce the loot, huh? 5 mana Rashid Import here. Alan Parsons engineered Dark Side of the Moon. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Well, you don't necessarily, but some days you might learn something new, maybe, if you don't suck too much. We're rebuying Wastelands. That's what we're doing. Flavor-wise, why can't you cast a clone copying a legend? You can. But they're so fucking important. They're so fucking juicy that there can only be one at a time. Legends are like Highlanders. Oh, with the Zuran Orb, I could have recycled a land drop here instead of replaying the Dark Depths. And then I could activate Loot to kill Titania. Fuck, huh? What's wrong with me over here? I've been drinking too much rum. Y'all see how that works? Instead of playing this Dark Depths, I sacrifice the Mountain to the Zuran Orb, replay with an Explorer, and I've got an extra red mana to work with this turn. Pop Titania, their board's a lot less scary. They can bounce the loot if they want, but then we're in the fucking recycle phase of the game, and it doesn't matter. Instead, they get to, like, Karakas loot again, and then we take 10 damage or whatever. It's too much, right? Or not enough from? Yeah, maybe that. Ephemerate. I don't want to play this game anymore. Let's draft again. Let's draft something that takes less brain cells. This is too many brain cells. I'm off it. I don't want to. I don't want to play. You win. Not enough rum because I still care. Yeah. I'm like tilted at my mistakes instead of not caring. I love it. Let's fucking go. Boros? Maybe some Boros. Should we fucking force Boros here? I did so much shit this weekend. I was like, I'm gonna get tipsy tonight. I'm gonna have a beer or two. I'm gonna drink some rum.